Well, the city is home to a large and diverse fitness scene, but sometimes it appears it's only catering to a specific and perhaps younger demographic. And so today we are focusing on fitness for the over 50 crowd. And joining me now to talk more about the science, research, and her own personal experience in this arena is Virginia Davies. She is the co-founder and editor-in-chief of the digital applied science health journal called Fast Twitch Grandma. So welcome to New York One, Virginia.
Oh, I'm delighted to be here.
It's a pleasure, and you've come to the right place.
Thank you. And I brought a little gift for you before we start talking about my journey in Fast Twitch Grandma, which is one of our Fast Twitch Grandma sweatshirts. It has our logo, the Fast Twitch Grandma, on the back and on the sleeve. So whatever you're doing, people will be able to see you doing it.
Yeah,
so
very
welcome to Fast Twitch.
Proud of being a Fast Twitch Grandma.
Being a Fast Twitch Grandma.
All right, I'm actually a step grandma, so
great. So you are part of it. You earned that. You absolutely.
Well, thank you so much. I don't know how did you get the mantle Fast Twitch Grandma? Where'd that come from?
Just being on the track one day, somebody knew that I was about to have grandchildren, and I practiced my sprinting, and they said, "There she goes, Fast Twitch Grandma." Yeah. And that's where Fast Twitch Grandma came. I love the name, and we were sort of thinking about the online journal, so that's where it came from.
Now, we're talking about fitness for the over 50 crowd, and there are a lot of pitfalls and dangers for those of us over 50 who attempt to do these strenuous workouts. But you come to this with a lot of science in your background, right?
Well, my background as a professional is a lawyer, but because of my own journey in exercise and my own health issues, I began to look at and sort of consider the research and delve into it. I had some health issues. I was concerned I was losing my athleticism, and because I was about to become, or could foresee becoming, a grandmother, wanted to make sure I could continue to play with my grandchildren. So when I went to the gym, I saw that the coaches and the people who were training really weren't training the 5 biomotor abilities. They really didn't train speed and balance. Many of them focused on strength or endurance or flexibility, but didn't do speed work. And through my research, knew that speed work was a very important part of maintaining our athleticism and our ability to move. As a result of which, I started seeking out more of the science, and then because of what I was learning, thought I need to start a journal, so that an online journal, so that other people could have access to what I was learning.
And when you say speed work, what exactly are you talking about?
Well, for me, I decided I was going to learn to sprint. Now, a lot of people say to me, "Oh, I could never learn to sprint. You know, I can't get my breath. I can't. My knees hurt." And given that we live in New York, I always say to them, "Well, you run for the bus, don't you?" Yeah. And so speed work may be just running for the bus, but speed work, or now it's become more popular, it's referred to high intensity work. Maybe that's being on a bicycle. Maybe that's working on a rowing machine. But it's also only in the context of your speed work. So my speed work isn't going to be the same as your speed work or a 25-year-old speed work.
What are we doing wrong when we work out over 50? Because I can tell you that I'm a little stiff sometimes. I feel pain sometimes. I've been told work through the pain. I don't know which pains we should be working through.
I always stop if I feel any pain. First of all, I think that whatever age you are, you always train what we call the 5 biomotor abilities. You always think about, what am I doing for speed? What am I doing for strength? What am I doing for endurance? What am I doing for balance? And certainly for people over 50, that's really important. We all know how serious it is to have a fall as you get older. And what am I doing for flexibility? And so every day when I'm thinking about my fitness, taking the little bit of time, and it may only be 20 minutes a day, I'm thinking, have I trained all of those, or are I getting each one of those in this week? At Fast Twitch Grandma, we say you want to practice a little bit every day, but leave enough for tomorrow. So I'm not out, I don't go out to kill myself every day. I put it in the context of where I live and what my day is. And sometimes for me, and if you go on our website, Fast Twitch Grandma, you'll see it, it just means I'm skipping in the morning. So I like to skip. and I do some skipping.
Yeah, because you know the big problem is we overdo it, and then we get tired of it, and then we just can't go back to it, and you know, and then it's a vicious cycle, and then we stop working out altogether. Is there a particular workout that we could do every day that would cover all of those areas that you described?
Well, I think everyone has to figure it out for themselves, thinking about the biomotor ability and doing what you love, and doing it in the context of family and friends. If you look at our website, we've just put up an article yesterday about how important it is to try and do our fitness regime with somebody we care about, and it will incent us to do it more. But I'll give you one little idea, which is, you know, you talked about having grandchildren, and I have grandchildren, and just think about if you were to play hopscotch with your grandchildren. If you played hopscotch, you would get some power, so you're getting some strength, cardio, some speed, you're getting the balance as you lift down and pick up, and you're laughing and having fun. And that's what Fast Twitch Grandma sort of is about.
All right, Virginia Davies, you give hope to all of us who are finding it harder and harder to get out of bed in the morning.
Great.
So thank you so much.
Thanks so much for having me.
And you sure don't look like a grandma.
I'm
so.
proud grandma.
Yeah,
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much.